Hello everybody and welcome to What's My Role? My name is Ben Marguerite and I'm your host and Dungeon Master. With me as always are our players Tom, Isaac, Nathan, and Hamish. And we are a D&D 5th edition actual play podcast recorded and produced in beautiful Hong Kong. When last we left our heroes, the town of Brighthallow had been thrown into chaos as the Unification Festival turned bloody. The party were all killed by a horrifying monster, only to suddenly wake up in their beds, seemingly unharmed. Did they really die? What's going on? Find out in What's My Role, Episode 10. The last thing that everyone remembers is a pitched battle with this monstrous creature on the day of the festival. And one by one, everyone dying, seeing your friends die, or being the first one to pass and not knowing what would happen to them. And then there's a tremor. You all wake up. We start with Falarhana. Leo turns to you. You're in bed with him. You have the immediate memory of dying in that town square on the day of the festival. He looks at you, he's very excited, and he says, "It's gonna be a good day. I'm excited to see all the decorations that you've been working on."
So am I. Did you have a good night's rest? It's gonna be demanding for you today, I think.
Yeah. It was a great night. It'll be a okay day, but it's just a festival.
Yeah, just festival. Well, I'll start getting breakfast ready.
Before, did it last night? It worked well last night? I didn't see when you came in.
All according to plan.
Wonderful. Everything according to plan. Perfect. Good to know.
I had from last time that I was mind-linked to Tobin because I was worried that Lady Knight was going to come after him.
Sure, yeah.
So while I'm getting breakfast ready, sorting out for the day, I'm not going to wear that dress because that was a horrible dream. Tobin, honey, are you there?
And Tobin, yeah, you wake up in your bed, and the last memory you have is falling to that monster as you tried to run away.
Hello, Hannah?
Hello, Tobin. Sorry to wake you. We do have... Sorry, I'm a bit frazzled. We do have everything sorted for today, yes?
Sorry. Sorry. I didn't sleep very well. I had a terrible dream.
So did I. I might need your help. It's like my nightmares from... well, you remember my teenage years. Do you have the sleep spell ready? I think the pressures of the festival must be getting to me. I hope it goes better today than it did in the... Oh dear. But yes, everything is prepared and ready, yes?
Yeah, everything's all set. Are you okay?
Yes, I thought everything had gone horribly wrong.
Me too. Maybe it's just the festival and the dead owl bear and the coins and the tremors, and maybe it's just the stress.
As you're talking, Leo has gotten ready, and he calls out to you from the bottom stairs, and he says, "I'll see you in the town square. People, they're gathering. It'll be nice," as he heads out.
See you there, honey. Oh, this is deja vu as well. This is lovely. I'll see you at the square, Tobin. Be careful.
You too. I'll see you there.
I'll be getting ready and just trying to. It must be nothing. Must be nothing.
Everything about this so far feels like deja vu to you. Looking at where your clothes are placed. But it's also overshadowed by the most immediate memory, which can't escape your mind, just the feeling of dying. Same for you, Tobin. You wake up in the shop, and you're close to the town square. You can already hear people kind of gathering, getting things ready, and... Happy. Yeah, festival. You actually hear the town troubadour starting to tune up and stuff nearby.
Let's play, and for the fans, we're all gonna live forever.
What would you like to do?
I think I just sit on the edge of my bed staring out into the distance.
Sure.
Quite freaked out.
Just casually staring into the abyss.
Just staring into the abyss. Quite freaked out. I think eventually I kind of shake it off and get the courage to get out of bed and kind of slowly move about the shop, get everything, and head on out to the town square. I avoid the puddle on the sidewalk.
Yes, you do. And there's that guy who's always trying to sell you insurance, maybe. Good reference. Jesus. For everyone who hasn't seen Groundhog Day. Yeah, you go out into the town square. Most of the stuff is already set up for you, but yeah, there's little finishing touches as you're instructing people that are helping in the town square to put up booths. And your job was mainly decoration. So there are other people running booths for food and games and activities. Garrett, there's a tremor. You wake up. What happens?
I imagine he wakes up in a little bit of a cold sweat, jolting awake as you often do when you've had a really bad dream, and just takes a moment to process it.
Those words echo in your head. Same as always.
Kind of shakes his head and doesn't think too much of it. Garrett's had he's seen plenty of stuff growing up in the rough streets and everything like that. And his imagination gets pretty wild sometimes, considering, playing Lares and Liches and things like that. Stuff like this happens. He probably shouldn't have eaten that garlic bread real late last night. It's messed with his dreams. So
yeah, a little while later, because you sleep at the shop as well.
Yeah.
You hear the sound of Mr. G coming in and getting everything ready and pulling out some more supplies, and he just calls out for you, saying, "Garrett, it's time. We have to get everything ready. Come on.
All right, come on, Mr. G.
It's gonna be a big day."
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and your mom also arrived early, helped get everything set up. Mm-hmm. You head out there, I assume, with Apollo as well.
Yeah, Apollo's walking behind me. I say, "Come on, boy."
Your clockwork constructed dog.
Yes, my steel defender for those playing
Yes.
at home. Just
Wonderful.
kind of clunk, 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 comes behind me.
Yeah, and
him a pat.
in your day yesterday, the first thing that you had done when all the kids had gathered around was demonstrate to all the children what Apollo can do. And you do see kids are starting to come out. It's early morning, but it's going to be a big day. It's like one of those massive fun fairs where everybody is coming out, seeing games and music. And you're part of the games. You're part of the fun. You're giving out prizes. You're showing off how to use this massive clockwork construction that you and Mr. G had constructed.
I think there's more than a few moments where he just has pause. And, even little things when, they get to the store and he says, "Apollo, sit." And he just moves over to the same spot and just déjà vu, weird. And then, some kids walk past and they point it out and maybe laugh. Just weird. Having an experience of déjà vu that many times is just odd. Is what it is. Just keeps on going.
While you're getting everything set up, and you do see across the way, after a while, Tobin and Fellerhana coming out and getting everything set up as well, we cut over to Mr. Hanks, who also has woken up this morning feeling a tremor in the earth. Final thing he remembers is that pitched battle.
Crispin! Oh my God. That was wild. So I get up. And I know what my task is for today. Still very much preoccupied with, boy, that was just a crazy. Boy, that just felt so real. And I make my sandwich, and I pack my thermos.
Exactly,
because I'm going to go stake out Lady Knight's shop.
You get your best disguise.
My best disguise, yes, absolutely. And I head on down to the shop, and I stand outside. And I just can't shake this feeling. I feel like, this déjà vu. Boy. And then I decide that I'd like to go knock on the shop.
Oh, yeah.
And just see if anything. I just have a bad feeling.
You knock on the shop is closed when you get there. And as you go to knock, you wait a few moments, and then a few seconds later, the door opens up, and you see Lady Knight. Mr. Hanks, hello.
Hi. I'm very sorry to bother you.
No, do not worry. You wish to purchase something, or...
This is going to sound strange, but I just wanted to make sure that everything was okay. Are you okay?
Mr. Hanks, I'm flattered at the attention, but I everything is fine with me. It's great. Enjoy the festival today.
Yeah.
And if you wish to purchase things, you may purchase freely. My shop will be open soon. I was just opening up.
Yeah. Like I said, sorry to bother you. I will, and you enjoy the festival as well.
Of course. Well, I plan on spending the day running my shop. Hopefully that'll be a good amount of foot traffic, and maybe people will come and purchase. Who knows? I hope people come and purchase today. It would be really sad if no one enters my shop the whole day.
Somehow I feel like you will be disappointed.
Interesting.
Anyway, I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
And just, I'll be around, and if you need anything, just give a holler.
What do you mean by you'll be around?
I don't know. Never mind. And then I just kind of say, bye. I run off.
As she closes the door and then flips the sign. When she flips that sign from closed to open, there is an intense sense of deja vu. The way she flipped it and everything about that, even how she was dressed, because you saw her when she did it in the previous day. Same thing, same exact moment. There's like a chill that runs down your spine in that moment.
Well, and I take up my position and I start watching the shop, but I'm definitely a little bit more on edge.
Give me a perception check. You have advantage on this. Not like yesterday, you have advantage on it, though.
16.
With a 16, as you take up your position, you're about to hide again. You see, coming up the road, Crespin Ironspine.
I can't help but call out to him and say, Crispin! I try to not
Hanks,
give
why are you in the
Don't
bushes?
say my name! Shh.
Wait, what?
just come over here.
Why are you in the bushes, Hanks?
I'll explain. Just come over here.
Come over to the bushes on the side of the road?
Yes, I want to show you something.
Hanks, I'm flattered, but
Okay, just come over here. I need don't shout.
I'm going to the festival. It's going to be a great day.
Okay.
The mayor's about to give a speech.
And I just come out of the bushes and I walk over to him. I say, Crespin, I'm so happy to I can't tell you how happy I am to see you.
That's kind of you, I guess.
Is everything okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
I don't know. Just the strangest. I don't know if it was a dream or I'm imagining it. Some kind of weird feeling of deja vu, and it just got me all shook up about it.
He puts a hand on your shoulder. Hanks, maybe spend a little less time hiding in bushes and go out to the festival. Enjoy your day.
Yeah.
I think you've been overworked. I heard from Nurse Whiplittle that you've been having some weird moments at school, you know? You've been talking about killing and death a lot.
My teaching performance is fine. I'm just trying to, expose the kids to a wider understanding and philosophy. I won teacher of the year again, so there you go.
I mean, I can't argue with your methods. It's just fine, Hanks. Well, you know what? It's a fun day. It's a day for fun. As a part of the town council, I have to be at the festival, so I'm gonna head on. But if you need me, I'll be over there the whole day.
Yeah. Okay. And then as he walks away, I can't just help but have this intense, overwhelming feeling. I say, well, Crispin, can I just ask you one thing?
Of course.
Does the phrase, the wrong one, mean anything to you?
No, is that from a book? One of the books you're teaching this year?
Yeah, one of the books.
Well, Hanks, this has been, weird as always. I'm gonna head over to the festival.
Please enjoy the festival, and if you need any help with anything, I'm always available. Do you need any help?
I don't need any help, but I think maybe there are people in town that could use it in the festival. Sure.
Okay. Maybe I'll come over in just a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be great for the students to see one of their teachers embracing the day, and I know there's a lot of strife in town with the burning of the library, so could be really great.
Oh, okay. I'll see you there, Crespin.
All right, see you there. And he heads off. You all see each other, Fellerhana, Tobin, Garrett.
Hey guys.
Run and give Fellerhana a big hug.
It's
good to see you.
It's all fine. It's all fine. Wearing a different colored dress today, so it's all good. Pat on the shoulder.
Yeah, it's a beautiful dress. All right.
You seem a bit shaken. Everything.
Yeah, I just had a dream. It felt real. I don't have dreams like this, and I died in my dream.
What?
It felt. I mean, it wasn't like an illusion that was real. But it wasn't a. I mean, I don't know if it was a dream or not.
What? You died in your dream?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It felt real. I mean, I felt the pain, and I couldn't do anything.
I'm gonna be teary-eyed at him saying that. Like, oh, I'm sure you were fine.
As you're discussing this, you see behind you that has been going on. Annalise Brightmore, Galit Stonebrook, they've been checking over everything. Annalise walks over to you both, to Fellerhana and to Tobin, and says, everything you did, it's beautiful. Good job.
Thank you.
To Fellerhana.
Oh.
I'm gonna blank face stare at her. You're very welcome. We're glad to help out with the festival. The thanks really goes to Tobin.
Where's my hand?
You did a great job. And I thought I'd get you this. I know you love them. She reaches into her bag and she pulls out an apple and she hands it to you. I thought I'd get it to you. You really
wide-eyed stared at Tobin.
I stare at Fellerhana and I say, thank you for the apple. That's very kind of you to remember.
Yes, well, your look seems to
we're just staring
put her
at
off a little
Thank
bit.
you,
I'm
thank
very
you.
proud of the work we've done together. Thank you. I'm going to go find my husband
And
prepare
enjoy
for
the festivities.
Speech. Yes, thank you. And she walks off to go say thank you to Mr. G as well.
Everything about this day just seems like familiar, like it's happened before.
As she's walking off, I think Garrett's eyes probably follow her and see her go up to the stall. And it's a very strange moment for him because in his dream, he was at the stall when, maybe she came up.
Yeah, you saw possibly in the back of your mind, you remember that there was a conversation between them, and you saw her hand something to Tobin, maybe in the back of your head if you were watching, and now suddenly you're there for that conversation, and she's talking to Mr. G, and you see his reaction in the same way, but
Right. I was over there
exactly.
in the dream.
Like you can almost copy what they're saying to each other. You
Yeah.
can almost read their lips from this distance, and it's even weirder. It's like
Weird
subtitles.
out-of-body
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
And I think he's kind of like not listening to what's happening between Tobin and Falahani. He's just watching that and almost kind of zoning out a bit.
I'm going to link to him and just, as we're just wide-eyed staring at each other, just saying, what killed you?
A monster?
A demon?
I mean, yeah, it was terrifying.
Falahana is going to start hyperventilating.
What? I mean, this. What?
Right. I might have seen the same thing. He killed you. I was next to you when you died.
Yes, I tried to cast a wall of spikes to protect us, and it cut right through us.
Hannah, are you okay?
I'm
Hannah.
going to sit
I
down.
go up and like kind of put a hand on her and direct her over to maybe a bench or something nearby. Take a seat.
You were hit with an arrow. It caught you up. I tried to save you. I couldn't. The web got me as well.
Garrett's face just drops. He goes pale.
You had this dream too.
What?
You had the same dream that we did. It was the same day as today.
What?
Did you have a dream where we were at the festival and a thing came and killed us?
What? Yeah?
just yeah.
Yeah?
Panic attack. Grab a bag. Breathe it into it.
No, yeah, you've been reading my mind again. Hannah.
Nope, not like this.
Okay. What? You didn't read it.
Where's Mr. Hanks?
Mr. Hanks? Well, he should be... What time is it?
It's still morning,
it's
and
still morning.
the mayor is getting ready to give his speech.
Did we... Just calm down, Hannah. Are we saying we all had the same dream?
I mean, we all had the same dream. Maybe we were trapped with anything. Would I know anything about magic, like an illusion spell or like a
Give me
dream?
an Arcana check.
Something that would make a little bit of sense for myself. 18.
18.
Does it sound like magic?
It's difficult because your understanding of magic, particularly for yourself, Tobin, is related to illusions.
Right.
The fact that you're all sharing the same memories implies that something has happened beyond a dream. Whether or not this is a dream of yesterday and you all had a shared kind of consciousness of what was going on, or something more magical has happened, it's very difficult to tell with an 18. You don't know anything specifically that could do this. As you're all kind of discussing the similarities of the day, we're going to cut back to Mr. Hanks. You saw Crispin leave, and everything else about this morning so far as you're in the bushes, you're seeing the same people going towards the festival. And what would you like to do?
As I watch yet another person who seems identical to some phantom of a memory that I seem to possess, I get sick to my stomach and I vomit into the bushes. Oh, I was feeling so nauseous. What is happening? And then I take a sip of my thermos and rinse out my mouth and spit it out and then chug some down to remove the horrible taste. And I think back about my possible dream, déjà vu, not knowing what it was. It's only just beginning, and therefore just because. Jesus. I think about, it was something happened in that, something in the lower hollows, and I think maybe it's just fantasy, but I could just go take a look. I mean, then I decide to go down to the lower hollows and just poke around.
Yeah, in your memory, it was evening when everything happened. So as you head down to the lower hallows, you see there's still people going about their days in the lower hallows. There's a lot of people that, have work, even though it's a holiday for everyone. There's hope that business will thrive. You do see people heading off for the morning shift going to the mine. Seems like how you left it. You know how the Lower Hallows runs. A lot of people are filtering into the Bright Gardens area because that's where most of the decorations are. That's where everything is really happening. So you head down there. We cut back to the other three who are in the town square. You hear a sudden clearing of a voice, and everyone's attention goes towards the House of the Dawn, where Bellis Raythorn steps up. Excuse me, everyone. Hi. I'm pleased to see so many of you, both from the Bright Gardens and the Lower Hallows, gathered today on the anniversary, the 500th anniversary of our town's union. You all have this horrible sense of deja vu. This is identical. Not just the way that the kind of movement is, it's the speech is the same. The stilted nature of it, the way it's expressed, the way he's standing. You could nearly, at this point, you kind of remember, it's not, you don't memorize, you don't have a picture-perfect memory, you can't memorize what he's saying, but it's just every time he speaks, it's like you're watching a rerun. And he goes through the whole speech. Is there anything that you're doing while this is happening?
Can I roll to see, is anyone else visibly reacting like we are?
Yeah.
Or if I can notice anything that's out of place from
You know
this?
what? Everyone do a perception check. That's fine.
Good call.
Yeah.
I got a 9.
18.
3. I'm just shocked by this speech.
Yeah, I'm watching the speech.
So both of you, both Garrett and Tobin, are, every time you try and look around, you're just pulled back to the weird deja vu feeling that you have. Falarhana, as the mayor gets to the point in the speech where he announces that they're going to build a library in the Lower Hallows that will be free of use for everyone to attend, and then chaos erupts in the town square. At that moment, you're looking around, and something nags at you in a very specific way with your high perception roll. In the previous day, you looked around and you identified the people that were reacting to this news, and the picture in your mind doesn't line up. It doesn't line up because with an 18, you see Crespin Ironspine with the rest of the town council members. And Crespin wasn't there in your mind before. Crespin's there, and Crespin is reacting with joy because he's from the Lower Hallows and thinks this is a great opportunity, to have a library. And he's just he's trying to hold back this feeling of like, well, I shouldn't be super happy in this moment because I can see everyone around me is very upset because there are a lot more people from the Bright Gardens area on the town council. And that's what you see. And something jars, but the rest of you, Garrett and Tobin, you're focused on the speech, and there's chaos around you, and you know that coming up very soon, while this is happening, and it keeps going on, you hear the crowd start to cheer when he gets to the point of amnesty for those involved in the crimes of burning the library. You hear people around you start saying, Bellis speaks for me, Bellis Raythorn, as everyone's cheering.
This is almost exactly the same. And I'll point out, he wasn't there from my dream. He's there later. He's the first one to stand against the demon and die.
Yeah, he was. And Garrett turns around to where the battle took place. Because he was there.
Where's Hanks?
Is there anything there?
No, it's there's a huge gathered crowd. We're talking about half of the town at this point is gathered here for this speech. It's immense. It's the kicking off of this festival, really.
It was a bit after the speech. I remember I helped calm down some tensions. So we know that he is going to be attacked later by this demon. Hanks was with us for the fight.
Hanks came running in screaming about murders or dead bodies.
Something in the Lower Hallows.
Do we know where he is? Where was he?
I don't know exactly where he was, but he said there was something that was happening there. Is this
Lady Knight?
I don't know.
I mean, he was.
Did she have
Hang on a second, guys. What are we talking about here? This is. I mean, there's some weird stuff been happening lately. Some pretty crazy stuff. I mean, maybe there's just something happening. We just had the same kind of dream.
But
I don't know.
and we're seeing it recreated almost exactly.
I don't know. I can't explain everything, but it seems a bit far-fetched if you're saying what I think you're saying.
I think there's some sort of magic involved. I don't know what, but something quite powerful.
Well, do we take this as a warning or ignore it?
Yeah, I don't.
Well,
I don't
what
know.
did you all know exactly what you did yesterday? Did we stick to that? I mean, look at the crowd. Look at the people who they're reacting strongly to this. Do I go and calm them? Do we find Hanks and see if he had the same thing? Do we find other people in the crowd? If Ironside's in a different place, maybe he also had this vision. Maybe we're meant to work together. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we should go and find Mr. Hanks.
Yeah, I would like to find my friend. He gave me a book in my dream.
The Infernal book with the magic.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
And there was a page missing. I maybe I could find the librarian and see if she knows what was pulled out.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go to the Hallows and see if Mr. Hanks is there.
Meet back here.
Yeah.
I'll calm the crowd, I suppose.
Stay safe.
Yeah. In the town square, is there a building or something nearby, a public building that we can go up, like, to see over the
have a
town?
good point of view. I would say the best building you could do that at would be the House of the Dawn, which is the temple.
church. Yeah.
But that's where the mayor is right now. It does have a tower at the top of it, yeah, where the bells are.
Okay. I'll be going into the crowd, and I'm going to start trying to, like I did before,
Yeah.
eerily try to recreate calming everyone down.
Okay, as you're doing that, you hear the final words of, "We will rise together. Thank you." And then there's a huge amount of applause. I'm going to roll for the crowd in this case. And because you've done this before, I'm going to give them disadvantage on this roll because you have a little bit more of a knowledge of how they're reacting to it, and you succeeded before. So yes, the crowd's emotions for a certain radius around you is starting to calm down, trying to calm down.
Yeah, so I think I was speaking to the Bright Gardens people before and saying, oh, come on, it's a day of celebration.
Yeah, cool.
So for that, I'm spending a level 2 spell and a sorcery point to do it subtly. So
Cool.
mirroring what I did yesterday.
Yeah.
I want to find Tuck.
It's a big crowd. It's going to take a little bit of effort because before Tuck found you later in the day.
That's true.
But you can try. Give me an investigation check or a perception check, whatever's stronger for you.
I'm going to investigate this crowd with a 14.
14? It takes you some time, but eventually you do find Tuck in the middle of the crowd. Yeah.
Tuck!
Hey, man. I was going to find you later today.
Oh,
So what
really?
a coincidence.
I'm glad I found you. I hope you're enjoying the festival. Hey,
Yeah, it's great. You guys did a really great job. I always forget that you have like a real job.
Yeah.
Sometimes I see you in the library and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm working on my studies and.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for helping me out in the library the other day. When I was searching for books, you didn't happen to find anything, did you?
What? It's crazy you asked. I mean, that was like weeks ago, and I was gonna surprise you. I did find something. I was there. Wow. Yeah, I was. You know the fire? You remember the fire?
Yeah.
I was there, and I was in the restricted section, and I remember you asked about a book, and yeah, I found a book for you. I took it. It was I know it's kind of wrong to steal from the library, but I found a book I came across the other day, and you were asking about books of summoning, so yeah, I was gonna.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tuck, that's amazing, man. Thanks so much for your help.
Yeah. Well,
Hey,
you're a good friend.
You didn't happen to see anybody else in the restricted zone, did you?
No.
I mean, you've been in the library quite a lot. Did you see anyone kind of unusual going in that you hadn't seen before?
I don't think so. I mean, mostly I stuck to my studies and stuff like that.
Of course. Hey, thanks for the book. I hope you enjoy the festivities. You're a true friend.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, Tuck.
He hands you the book.
Hey, now does this book, you know how old library books, they had the piece of paper in the back where they stamped it when it was checked out?
This book.
B. Raythorn.
Yeah.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
It's your name.
Bum, bum, bum.
This book is in the restricted section and does not get checked out. As
You win
established
this round.
Not even.
as
DM.
established in episode 1, you're not allowed to remove books from the restricted
It's the
section.
same reason he burnt the
can't
library, because he
check
doesn't
it
want us
out?
to succeed.
All right, well, I take a look to see if the page is still missing from that one spot.
Missing exactly same page.
Knew it. All right, I'm gonna see if I can find the librarian in the crowd.
Yeah, as you start to look for the librarian, we're gonna cut over to Garrett. Garrett, you've headed off to the Lower Hallows.
Yeah. So while I'm going there, I'm kind of replaying everything in my head. Apollo's walking next to me. Tung, 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 tung.
Woof woof, growl.
And I'm thinking about everything that happened and trying to remember exactly what Mr. Hanks said to see if there was any indication of the area that he was talking about or any clues like that of a place that I might be able to go to.
Yeah, in your memory, Mr. Hanks just called out that there was death and carnage in the Lower Hallows, and then everything erupted when that monster appeared. You do know that he was supposed to be at the Forbidden Flask today, and possibly it was near that area.
Yeah, probably. I'll probably walk past there on my
Yeah.
on my way. Check his creepy bush, see if he's hiding in his bush.
His bush. It's like
There's,
his place he goes.
there's some vomit there. I'm like, oh man.
Yes, perfect. And Mr. Hanks, you had gone into the Lower Hallows earlier around that time. You didn't see anything of note. What would you do afterwards?
I was thinking that I would sort of survey things around and then maybe head to the Iron Yak Tavern.
Okay.
And then after that, I would like to go to the high school.
Oh, yeah. We're going to do a straight up luck check to see if you run into each other on this walk, because it's likely there aren't that many roads here and there aren't that many points of interest that you would share. Nat 20. So not only as you head back and you see Mr. Hanks in that moment in the street as Mr. Hanks is heading towards the Iron Yak.
Garrett!
Thanks.
Oh, happy festival day.
Yeah. Happy festival day. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Been weird.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna cut to it. Did you have a weird dream last night? We all had weird dreams.
That's a very strange question to ask, Garrett. Yeah, I mean, I didn't sleep well. Yeah, I didn't sleep well. I just have had a bad feeling all morning. Sorry, I left my post at the shop. I know I said I was going to watch the shop, and I'm thinking about heading back there now. I just wanted to check out the tavern and the high school, because I just have a bad gut feeling.
Yeah. Well, that's me and Hannah and Tobin. We were in the market square while the celebration was happening, and it's almost like you know we all had the same dream. I was just wondering if you had the same dream, and it was weird. It was kind of like it had all happened before. Like I knew things were gonna happen before they happened, and it just like the same stuff happened.
You can see the future?
No, it's not like that.
Sorry.
It's like deja vu, but constant. You know?
The really weird thing for you, Mr. Hanks, is that they have all these touchstone moments through their day that have given them, it's reinforced this feeling of, oh, that happened before, oh, that happened before. But for you, fairly quickly on, because of your actions, things are not going in the same way that they went for you. I would say even this, with your higher perception, because you rolled much higher than the other day, seeing Crespin Ironspine already throws a weird wrench into things. You didn't see him going down the road as far as you can remember. You don't remember. You would have probably called out to him maybe. Well, I don't know. You're in the bushes. But but already things are a bit different, and your day was fairly relaxed. There wasn't that much other things happening. So
Apart from the,
yeah,
the
but
obvious.
the majority of the day. So I would keep that in mind as well. While Garrett's kind of recounting his feelings of what's happening, there is a weird dissonance in your experiences.
What happened in your dream, Garrett?
Well, it was a normal day. I went out and I set up the stall, and I was showing kids all these things. I was showing them Apollo. Oh, have you met Apollo?
Huh? There's a creature there.
He's like a dog, but he's made of metal.
Woof,
and
woof.
Doggy.
He
Pung,
woofs.
pung, pung.
Yeah, he's really nice. I just figured, he can help us out in, doing our neighborhood watch. Sorry. Okay, the dream.
Yeah.
Everything was pretty normal, but then you ran
Me?
onto the stage in the evening, and you were like, oh, there's carnage and death in the low hallows, and like a bunch of people are dead. And then there was like this monster that appeared, and he killed Principal Ironspine.
Ironspine? Did you say Crespin Ironspine?
I said Principal Ironspine.
Well, that's good that you use his proper title. You are a subordinate.
I know my place, Mr. Hanks.
Thank you. I'm glad that you observe the traditions of our school. Anyway, yeah, Crespin Ironspine, Principal Ironspine. Yeah, I just saw him this morning.
Oh.
Something did seem very strange. Where was he heading? Where was he in the dream? He was heading when I saw him to the festival.
And it kind of trips him up for like a moment. He was killed by this thing. It had a crossbow, and it just.
Yes, that's what I saw.
What? So you did?
I remember, I don't know, in my dream, I ran to the stage because there'd been a disaster here in the lower hollows. That's why I'm here right now. I just couldn't shake this feeling. And I ran to the stage, trying to get help, and as I stood there, I saw in the distance a creature, a giant hulking beast, move into the square and shoot Crespin with a crossbow right in the face. I can't shake the image from my mind. It was horrible. We ran to him to help.
I called out neighborhood watch, and we ran towards it.
Yes, that's right, you did.
And the guards, they weren't helping us.
Those bastards.
They took so long to do crowd control. They had like 8
seconds.
rounds or 10
30
rounds. That
seconds.
combat was, and it was just, they're the worst.
And Crespin, we got there and no one could heal him, and he reached up and he said something like, that's the wrong one, or that's not right.
Yeah.
And then we all died.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I died. I assumed it didn't look good.
No, we all died. It was.
But it's just a dream, Garrett. I mean, I don't know what kind of enchantment this is.
Yeah.
It is strange. You say Tobin and Father Hannah had the same?
Apollo
They did.
senses your anxiety and kind of comes up to you and just kind of nuzzles a bit.
Oh, bless you, Apollo. I put a hand on him. Yeah.
Tail
it
wag.
was just a dream.
Something very...
Turn off this narration. Hang on 1 second. Flick the narration
Pant,
switch.
pant.
something very strange indeed.
Where did you find all this bad stuff that happened? Where was that? Where were
just
you?
about where we're standing now. What
It's
time
still-
is it, Garrett?
It's still about midday at this point. Like, you still have a lot of time in the day, I would say. A good amount, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, are you trying to say that you think that the dream is real?
It seems like a pretty weird coincidence.
If that is true, then there's going to be a beast in the town square. And there's going to be something that happens here, Garrett.
What did you see here? What was it? Last time you were just like, oh, there's carnage. Like what?
Garrett, there was devastation untold. There was bodies everywhere. People were butchered. That looked like an explosion, like something rampaged its way through this, or I don't know, maybe some kind of blast. But it was horrible. And I couldn't save anyone, Garrett. I couldn't save anyone.
And Garrett kind of just looks around Lower Hallows, and maybe there's some people walking around, just completely oblivious to all of this. Was it that thing? That monster? Was it that? Did it look... That thing was pretty big. Did it look like that did it?
I mean, it could have been, but what are we talking about? It didn't happen.
I don't know.
We have to decide, Garrett. If there's something going on, I don't know where to go or who should we talk to? Should we stay here? Should we go to the town square?
You said it was the evening when all of this happened, and he looks up at the sky. Sun's still up. It's got to be only midday. We still have time. I don't know what we're going to do, but I think maybe we need to put our heads together. We need to go back and find the others, because if you've had this dream as well, and then, you saw all of that carnage, then maybe there is something more to this.
All right. You've convinced me.
Great.
Let's go to the town square. And away we go.
You head off to the town square. I love it. Valorhana, you've chosen to go up, try and make your way into the House of the Dawn?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll try to, if there's a tower or something, but heading up to the top. And I just want to look over the town. Is there anything unusual?
I would say that as you head up, Father Daywood is near the entrance when you're heading into the House of the Dawn. You're a respected member of the society. You attend the House of the Dawn. You go there along with other people from Bright Gardens. It's the religion of that area.
Mm-hmm.
He would recognize you, and you'd be fine to go into the temple. You saw him the other day providing blessings to people and mingling with the community and things like that. So it's your choice if you want to engage with him or just kind of move past him and head straight up.
I will pass by him and face back on. And, Father, it's so good. What a beautiful festival this is, and thank you for your contributions. And
Thank you very much. I'm very happy that you enjoyed the celebration and all the decorations you've created. It's wonderful. I'm very happy about it.
truly the town coming together. Feels like the first time in 500 years.
Yes.
On a day like this, I feel awful spiritual. There's such goodness, such bright light in this town. Obviously, surely a day worthy of Lathander. I mean, I remember reading a text once how when things seem their brightest, sometimes something horrific can come along to ruin that. I mean, how would one defend against the demons of this world?
Prayer, good life, good deeds to others, treat others as you would treat. It's kind of a thing of Lathander, the golden rule, but I say silver rule because I mean look around, it's a silver temple. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That's what I say. My piece of advice, so try and do that, and then the metaphoric demons of this world will not hurt you.
Yes, well, against metaphorical demons, I'm sure that works.
We all have our struggles, and you can always come and speak with me. I'm available at any time.
One day, Father, one day. I was going to head up to the tower, if you don't mind. I want to store this beautiful day away in my memory. I'd love to see the town in celebration.
You're a good member in standing. I feel free. It's a wonderful day. Enjoy.
I feel like I'm going to live forever.
You have the run of the town.
Look at all the children, so happy and alive, breathing.
Nothing bad could ever happen on a day like today.
Indeed, Father, indeed. And, waving away as soon as I get through the doors, just face dropping like, oh my God, we're good. And I'll head up the tower to get a good vantage point.
Awesome. Give me a perception check.
Did we see where Hanks ran in from?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be then focusing that particular way. Oh, I believe that is a 19.
19. My question for Garrett and for Mr. Hanks, where were you? You were heading back to the main group? Mm-hmm. It's closer to midday as you look out, and across the way you see Mr. Hanks and Garrett entering in and looking around, and clearly they're searching for people. And that's it. Aside from the crowd, the large group of crowd, enjoying the day.
I'll prestidigitation, like a quick flash of light towards them, see if they notice shit.
Garrett heard that you said you were going to get a better vantage point. You kind of indicated where you were going.
Yeah. Okay.
You see a flash of light.
Sure.
Tobin, you have the book. You are in the crowd, and you rolled. Did you roll? I didn't double check. Did you roll for
To find the
finder?
library?
I don't think you rolled.
No.
Yeah. Give me a roll.
I did not. Can I, Mr. Squeak, assist me?
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, you see the librarian, Miss Lorith. She's enjoying the festival.
Oh, Miss Lorith, hello. I hope you're enjoying the festivities.
Tobin.
Tobin, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm so sorry to hear about the library. We all loved it, and I know it was your pride and joy.
Yes, well, as long as we rebuild it, I'm happy with it being in the Lower Hallows. That sounds like a lovely thing. More people attending, more people reading.
Were you able to get any books to save anything before the fire?
No, unfortunately not.
Well, I do have a few books, as you know, that I can return to the library. In fact,
Wonderful.
I found this book on summoning, and I was wondering if you could help me out with this book. There seems to be a page missing. I was wondering if you might know if anyone looked at this book in the library or what was on this page.
She sees the book that you're holding. Can I see it?
Of course.
She grabs the book. Mr. Elamyar, how did you find this book?
One of my friends, they grabbed it just before the fire, and they were able to save it, I guess.
Grab the book and save. That's great. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to hold on to this book. It is library property, and it's also in the restricted section, and you do not have a pass. Your sister did have a pass, but I can't risk any more precious books getting out there.
Oh, of course. You can have it. If you could help me, if anyone was looking at this book at any point, or if you know what page was missing, you can keep the book. I'm more than happy to return it to you.
This is a history check to see if she remembers if anyone went in the library to that area of the restricted section, but just so your knowledge, it unless someone asked her for a book specifically and she called it up, she wouldn't have a record of people checking this because it's a private area.
Sure.
She looks at you and says, unfortunately, I can't remember if there was anyone asking about this particular book. It seems a bit too dark for a day like today.
Well, absolutely. I agree. Hey, did you notice anything strange on the night of the fire? Anyone unusual in the library?
No, I did not.
I'll do whatever I can to help with the new library. I can't wait for it.
Thank you. And thank you for the book. I will appreciate it. I will keep it with me.
Okay.
And I expect the other books to be returned at least tomorrow.
Yes,
helpful?
of course. I'll return
Show
the
an
books.
example. Be an example of the community. I know you and your sister are doing that.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Miss Lorth.
Thank you.
Be careful with that book.
Whoops.
So yeah, you after that occurs,
That book may or may not be involved with the end of the world. Be careful.
you see Mr. Hanks and Garrett together.
Hey guys. Well,
We're staring up at the tower.
yeah, my sister's up there. She wanted a view of the city.
Oh.
Mr. Hanks, are you okay?
Yes, Tobin, I'm fine, other than the fact that it seems that we've all had the exact same dream and that everyone might die.
I filled him in.
Oh, good. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I didn't get any information about the book.
Right.
And she actually took it from me.
What? Oh, man.
What book?
A book on summoning that I got from my friend. There was a page missing, a page torn out, which I think was a pretty powerful spell. It might be important.
Yeah, the book, it was about like summoning and demons and stuff, so it could even be the page that maybe summoned that big crazy monster thing that killed us and all those people.
But can we get it back to take a look?
I'm afraid not. She's strict. She has her rules. I'm not allowed to be in the restricted zone.
She's pretty scary.
Yeah, in fact, I think I might be in quite big trouble.
Has anyone seen Crespin Ironspine?
Well, he was on the stage.
Yeah, he was here before when they announced the library for the lower... Hey, did you hear they're opening a library in the Lower Hallows?
What?
Yeah, they're going to rebuild the new one.
That's fantastic.
And Bellis Wraithorn was like, hey, it's for everybody, like us, like me.
I
and
had
you.
my doubts about Bellis, but I must say that's a really wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to go talk to Crespin. I know I saw him earlier today, but I'm just gonna check in one more time to see if everything's okay.
Should we go with you? Or is that weird?
You're more than welcome. I don't know if you have other things you need to be tending to, but
Well, I don't know. What's important? Like that? Like the shop hardly seems important. If maybe there's something else going on.
Hey, did you guys feel a tremor this morning?
yes.
Yeah.
I wonder. You know how I was at the dig the other day and they were searching for the coins?
Right.
I would love to see them and talk to the head archaeologist. Maybe we can ask when they discovered them and maybe it lined up with the shaking?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Let's go. Let's just go.
So, you, Mr. Hanks, are going to go try and find Crispin Ironspine. Tobin and Garrett, you're going to go try and speak with Professor Ponzan.
Sure.
Okay. And how about you, Feller Hana?
I'm keeping an eye towards the lower hallows and just seeing if there's anything I could notice from this vantage point.
Yeah. Awesome.
Can I just pick up something small off the ground?
Sure.
Something that wouldn't be lethal when falling back down to earth. And I pick it up and look up at the tower and I just speak into it. I say, Tobin and I are heading to check out the coin and Mr. Hanks is going to speak to Principal Ironspine. And I kind of hold it in my hands, close my eyes for a moment, and there's like a bit of a glow, and I just chuck it up.
Is this a spell?
Yeah, so this is my magical tinkering, where I can imbue a tiny non-magical object with a magical property of my choice, including up to 6 seconds of a recorded message.
How long does it last for?
You can have a maximum of 3 objects at a time.
Okay. Give me a
Plate armor.
roll, an unarmed roll with a dexterity. So, unproficient dexterity roll.
13.
You throw it, and it goes pretty high, and then as it hits the wall and falls back down.
Hey, Gary, you need some help?
It was my voice, so I mean, she probably heard it.
It was a cool
Can
moment.
you put this up there?
Yeah, I can get up there.
Oh, do that then.
Okay, so after an experiment with gravity, you get the message, Feller Hana. Mr. Hanks,
Yes.
it takes you time to find Crespin is having a great time. You notice that Crespin is enjoying a lovely drink and a little bit of ice cream with Nurse Whiplittle.
Hey, Crespin.
Hanks!
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
I
We're
took your-
doing great, right? And the Nurse Whiplittle's smiling. Yeah, we're doing great. It's a great day.
I took your advice and I decided to come down and check out the festival.
Wonderful to see you here. Enjoy the day.
I am. Nothing seems like everything's going fine. Nothing out of the order. I heard great news about the library in the lower hollows.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. We'll be able to help our kids achieve more.
Did you have any hand in that, convincing Bellis Wraithorn?
Nothing whatsoever. I'm pleased. Don't get me wrong. I think he's doing a great job. I don't know why he doesn't want to run for another term. I would vote for him.
Yeah. So what do you got planned for the rest of the day, Crespi?
He looks at you, looks at Nurse Swiftlettle, looks back at you. Having a good day. Just want to have just a hangout day, a fun day.
Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you for inviting me. Why don't we all just go around and check out some of the sites?
Roll for persuasion. He's gonna.
His last
roll
moments
for
on
the-
Earth, you're going to third wheel him. Jesus.
12.
He's very kind in this moment, and he looks at you. Well, and then Nurse Whiplittle. I mean, sure, we can all, as a group, it'd be fun. And he looks at you, frustrated. Sure, I totally wanted to hang out with Hanks.
I'd
That's it.
love to hear it. Let's. Yeah. What do you recommend? What do you like, Nurse Whiplittle? Where should we go first?
Give me a perception check.
8.
8?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's a great time. And together you spend time just going through the festival as a threesome, just hanging out.
Oh,
Crespin is
gosh.
continually trying to give you a signal that go. You've never seen them together.
Go get
You've-
some
you've-
juice.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go together.
You've never seen these two together. This is the first time that you've seen Crespin Ironspine interacting with Nurse Whiplittle. And Nurse Whiplittle seems to like him.
Do you win her like the big prize toy at like the ball toss
Yeah.
and stuff like that?
Well, maybe Crespin does. Crespin, you want to try your hand at the ball toss?
Sure. And
Okay.
normally, Crispin Ironspine, despite his name, would be a little reticent to engage in, like, to take a risk looking kind of foolish, but he goes for it in this instant. He goes for it with a courage that is odd for your experience of him. He seems very gung-ho about this. He does well. He wins a prize, and he gives it to Nurse Whipple. She enjoys it, and this is a lovely moment that's somewhat offset by the fact that you're standing right next to him.
And I want to pull Crespin aside for a second, away from Nurse Whiplittle. And have
Hanks.
A little, yeah, yes, Crespin.
Hanks.
Crespin.
And this is in front of Nurse Whiplittle. I was hoping to enjoy the day with Jessie here. And I apologize if I'm overstepping Jessie, but I wanted to ask you out on a date, and I thought this would be a good day. So, Hanks, if you'll excuse us, I think we're going to enjoy the day. And as he says that, Nurse Whiplittle looks at him and she says, I'd like that. And they look at you and just say, we'll see you at school.
Oh, okay. Just be careful.
Yeah, and this is incredibly out of character for him. This is super out of character for him.
As they head off or whatever, or as I walk away, but I don't venture too far, I re-don my disguise, take a sip of my thermos, and follow them
Great.
at a distance.
Give me a stealth check.
15.
Awesome. While this is all happening, this is most of the afternoon. Tobin and Garrett, you're going off to see Professor Ponzon, who has a display in front of the town hall.
So this is it. This is all they got from the dig?
Well, I guess so. They were searching for the 2 coins.
Okay. Hello, Professor.
Oh, hello. Good to see more people. Yes, please come and see our find. It's quite remarkable.
Is this it? I'm pointing at the coin.
Yes, these coins date 500 years. But you wouldn't know that by looking at them. Look at how well they're preserved.
Oh, that's incredible. What? How do you think they stay preserved so well?
We're not sure. Unfortunately, we couldn't find anything quite magical about them, but rest assured, we will keep researching to see if anything unique. I will show you this one thing, and she's going into this spiel that she kind of has where she's taking the coins and demonstrates that they can link together. Very mysterious, and you can see the representation of the 2 sides of this town coming together, uniting the golden hallow of the golden coin and the silver representation of Rowan Brightmore linking together. We had assumed that there would be something magical about this, dating back to the history of this land, but unfortunately we haven't found anything.
Well, they certainly are beautiful.
Professor, I don't mean to speak out of turn or anything, but is it possible that it's pretty old. Maybe it has some kind of effects that we don't know about.
Anything is possible. Anything.
Well, okay.
Hey, I was just at the dig a few days ago and you're still searching. When did you guys have the breakthrough?
Oh, we found it, I would say, yesterday around the afternoon, I would say.
You just brought it straight here?
Well, we found it, we cleaned it, we looked around the same area to see if we could find anything more unique, if there was anything related to it, and couldn't find anything, and then, yeah, we pretty much packed up and left.
Did you use any explosive devices when digging?
No, that might disturb the unique artifacts.
No, you're right. I'm just trying to figure out what...
We meticulously dug. It was, I mean, you saw the site. We've been working there for at least a few weeks.
We felt a tremor, and we thought maybe it was part of the dig.
Possibly. I mean, we are near the coast, and maybe there was something there related.
Did you set this up this morning? You got up bright and early?
Well, we had the display case set up just in case we could find something. If not, we would have had a representation of what we assumed, and we're so glad that it matches with what we assumed it would be.
Yeah. Hey, where do you keep, I imagine this is pretty valuable. Where do you keep stuff like this?
Well, this would be on permanent display in the town hall.
Right. But you don't clean it up there and stuff.
Clean what up?
You said you took it and you inspected it and
Yes.
you cleaned it up and stuff. Did you do that in the town hall? Or did you do that
We
in the
didn't
museum?
actually have to clean, aside from wiping off the dirt, it was immaculately preserved.
Oh.
But yes, we did this in the town hall. We would have done it in the university, but it's still under reconstruction.
So you stored it in the town hall?
Yes.
When you found it? That's smart. There's been a lot of robberies lately.
Yes, there have been. Yes.
So it's good you stored it in the town hall.
Yes,
As soon as you found it, you put it there.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's why you're a professor.
Can I touch it?
Yes, but be very careful and put on these gloves first.
Oh, put the gloves on.
Yeah.
Can I put them together?
Of course, yes. And she explains how it's done.
I do so.
It's great.
I
It's a
turn
nice
it
little
over in
trick.
my hands. I
What?
just look at it and just get a feel for it, get the weight.
They feel exactly as they look. They feel and look
Are they large? Like
It's about the size of your palm, I would say.
so it's like a big chocolate coin.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah.
Now we're talking my language.
Yeah.
Can I do a minor illusion?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to have Megan, the archaeologist student, say, Professor, I need your help over here. Can you help me look at something?
Oh, just 1 second. I'll have to take that from you. And she takes the 2 coins, places them back into the case, and then feel free to look at them. They're locked up, and I will be right back. Thank you.
Okay. Do you want me to steal them?
I want to touch him without a glove.
I got my tools out. Okay, I'm gonna pick the lock. This is what you want, right? And I'm already doing it. I'm picking the lock.
roll for.
I mean,
This
like,
is how we roll.
Hell yeah.
Garrett and Tobin.
oh no, a sleight of hand.
Yeah.
12.
You attempt to open it, and it just seems to like jam into the lock a little.
It's jammed. It's jammed.
All right, well, let's get out of here. We don't want to get in trouble.
Is it stuck or am I? Can I pull it?
It's stuck a little bit. It's not that bad. You can, as you kind of jiggle and move it, there's like a little bit of a scratching from the lock on it, but you do manage to remove it.
I put it in my pocket. Let's go.
Yeah. Father Hana, at this moment, you can see a building off on the side in Lower Hallows. You see smoke billow up, and you see a collapse of a building down there. It is evening.
Sprinting down from the tower. If there's a nearby rope to pull the bell, I'll give that a tug.
Yeah, it's in the tower. It's there. Yeah, you can call it if you want.
Dung, 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 dung.
Everyone in the vessel kind of stops and kind of looks up and sees and is trying to identify what's going on, and people are gathering. Yeah.
Yep. As I'm running down, I'll be yelling out, attack in the Lower Hallows! A building's collapsed! We need the town watch to go and help! If anyone's coming out to check, and if I can see Emile Soudre.
Tamil Soudre, yeah. You see Tamil Soudre comes running up, as well as Leo comes running up. What's going on? What?
There was a collapse in the Lower Hallows. Some creature, something was moving. I can only see the top of it.
Right, we're on it. He turns to Tamil. Tamil, everyone, go. We're going to cordon off the area. We're going to go in, and we're going to see what we can deal with. Thank you so much. And then they go to work. They immediately set the town watch to go.
Well, dealt with that problem.
What do the rest of you do? There's chaos now as people are talking about the fact that there's an attack in the Lower Hallows. It's spreading very quickly. The festival is grinding to a halt.
What's happening again, Garrett?
Yeah.
I'm not ready to die.
I don't think we're gonna die. I think.
Run over. It's okay. It's sorted. They're going. It hasn't got here yet. We're going to be fine. Tobin,
Yeah.
we will be fine.
It's just it was probably just a dream. Yeah.
No,
It was probably something weird or something. I don't know. Maybe.
You see as the town watch itself is rushing down towards the Lower Hallows.
Wait, they're running away?
They're going to deal with the problem. A building collapsed in the Lower Hallows. I think I saw what.
But the monster's coming here.
Should we go with them or stay here?
We've saved the people here. We'll have the town watch on our side. Maybe we'll have a chance.
Where's Mr. Hanks?
Mr. Hanks is in the crowd of people. He was following Crespin Ironspine. As you see, they're freaked out. Crespin and Jesse are trying to figure out what's going on and also trying to get people to safety. They hear that there's an attack in the Lower Hallows, and they're going to rush over and make sure everyone's safe if they can.
I am still following them, but I'm also kind of trying to say, yes, everyone get out of here. Don't go to the Lower House. Run the opposite direction as fast and as far as you can. But I don't want to let Crespin out of my sight.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Are we staying here? Are we going with the town watch?
We can go and try to. We have people on our side now. We might be able to take this creature on. We can stop this from happening.
I mean, maybe they can just do it.
It's true.
Maybe we can assist from afar. Well, we couldn't do it last time by ourselves. We were no match for it. Who's to say that we'll get another chance?
Yeah, but there's heaps of them.
I say we find Hanks and maybe we go help. But as soon as if things go south again, if we can't beat this thing, we need to run.
There's a lot of people here. Maybe we should stay here in case the thing comes here. Is it the same thing? Is there more than one?
It was a thing that could take out a building, so I'm assuming it was that.
Let's get everyone to safety. Let's get everyone out of here.
Mr. Hanks!
There's chaos all around you. You do manage to find Mr. Hanks in the fray as the place is thinning out. People are leaving the town square. The stalls are being left unattended as everyone was instructed to just get out of Dodge.
There he is. Mr. Hanks! Mr. Hanks!
Yeah, Garrett, I'm following Crespin.
Mr. Hanks, it's happening. The thing you said in the Lower Hallows, it's happening. It's just happened.
What do you mean? It was just a dream, Garrett.
Exactly, the dream was a warning. We can go and help. We can help stop it. The town watch is there.
How can a dream be a warning?
Hi, there's a church there. Divine inspiration. I don't fucking know, but we can go and help. We can deal with it. Or we can get the fuck out of here. It's up to you. We've saved some people.
Follow Crespin. I have to follow him. We have to find out how it's connected.
Why? We've saved him. He isn't going to die in the town square because the thing isn't going to reach the town square because the town watch will stop the creature with our help.
We need to get these people to safety.
But he's asking strange. Something is wrong.
What?
He's acting acting strange. Something is not right. I don't know what it is, but I can't leave Crespin alone.
You're talking about a lot of maybes, Mr. Hanks, but we know what's happening right now. Felahana saw it. Felahana, I think you're right. We have to go down and help him.
Yes. Let's. Now.
And as you head towards them, the area is completely thinned out. There's no one around you as this whole place has been evacuated. You see this body sailing through the air towards the place where you had fought before, and you look down and it is Tamil Sudre's body as he is just utterly killed. There's an arrow through his heart. As you look down that road, when you head there, look down Main Street and you just see carnage of the town watch just dead. And in the center of all of that, you see that monster from before as it just snorts, looks about. You see Lady Knight just bleeding out, and she's just trying to prop herself up on the side of the building, and she slips and just falls down and dies.
No!
And it looks at you. Give me a perception check. It's far down the way.
No.
Yeah, I must.
Give me a
No.
perception check.
I throw up.
11 for me.
12.
13.
14.
Except for you, Felahana, everyone else has enough perception to see when it looks at you, there is confusion as it looks at you and looks at everything around, but then it kind of grins as it sees your group, and echoing in your heads you hear, "Fight me!" as it charges forward.
Run!
Roll initiative.
Fuck. So town watch ain't got this.
God damn it.
22.
9.
17. And Mr. Squeaks was a 15.
And Mr. Hanks.
3.
Great. I love it. Awesome. Felahana, you are the first to act. What would you like to do?
God fucking damn it. I will mind sliver on him.
Yes.
So that is an intelligence saving throw
Yeah.
from him.
It got 18.
Yep. So it makes that save. And sorry, I will grab Tobin and move towards that alcove.
Yeah.
So we're moving back to the alcove?
Yup.
Yes. He can kind of see Tobin in that area.
In that case, I'll place Tobin in the
Mhm.
in the alcove. I'll be stuck out on the road.
Yes. It is actually its turn. It's going to take out its crossbow and it's going to aim at you. It can see you in the back there. It shoots. It scores. 23 to hit.
Damn. Yep.
Dealing 5 points of radiant damage as it impacts on you. Everyone do a dexterity saving throw.
Radiant.
Every single person.
New.
Every single person do a dexterity saving throw as the arrow impacts.
18.
17.
Yeah?
3.
4.
And
Okay.
a 3
it's
for
gonna
Mr.
do-
Squeaks.
It does some additional 3 for Mr. Squeaks. Okay.
That's a big burst.
It deals 16 points of piercing damage in addition, just to, no, not to everyone else, just to Felahana in addition to the radiant damage.
16.
So 16 plus the
I'm down.
5. In that moment, everyone who got, so you're down
Yeah.
anyway, so you don't even succeed the dex
Not
save
again.
in that case. Just Tobin, in that moment, there is this blinding flash that occurs around you, emanating from the arrow when it impacted into Felahana. Everyone except for you, Tobin, because you got an 18, right?
Yeah.
Everyone except for you is blinded. All of you have the blind condition now, as you tried to shield your eyes in that moment, but did not achieve the ability to. You're all blind, including Mr. Squeaks.
Damn. My last word to you will be run.
It is Tobin's turn. Tobin, you can see everyone around you is blind.
Oh god, not again. It didn't do radiant damage before, did it?
No, this is a new arrow.
I take out a potion and I give it to Felahana. I'm gonna use it as my bonus action.
Or we're going to say to feed another person, we're going to call it an action.
Cool, I do an action. So is it full or I need
Yes,
to
she
roll
gets
it?
full health for it.
Thank you.
10 points recovered as Felahana comes up, but you are blind, Felahana, as well.
I would like to pick her up and say, we need to get out of here. We need to get the others. Can you see?
No, I'm blinded. Run, Tobin. Save yourself.
I'm not leaving without you.
I don't know if we're going to be leaving, Tobin.
I rotate and I drag her to the alcove.
You drag
and I take her spot
Amazing.
in the alleyway, and I take a deep breath, and I'm ready to defend my sister.
And in that moment, behind you appearing, the voice echoing in your head as you turn and look, and it says, "How sweet Your sister, protecting her. And then it rolls to hit you with its dagger.
Where is it?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage, you're right. It appears right behind him.
Like behind Apollo?
Yeah. It rolls with disadvantage, and it rolls with true disadvantage, and it misses as it tries to cut into you as you nimbly escape with your cloak. And it looks at you, and you look at it, and in that instance, as it tries to swipe down at you, it looks and just, it's not how it goes, as it calls out as loud as possible. It is now Mr. Squeak's turn.
He's gonna assist me.
Garrett, you're up next. Garrett, what would you like to do?
Well, this thing just yelled out, "That's not how it's supposed to go." I'm like,
Yeah.
oh. Do I know that it's behind me now?
Yeah, you can hear it roughly in
Okay.
that area.
Great.
Is it still invisible?
No,
Oh.
the minute it tried to attack, it became visible again.
Okay. So, I imagined as it was like appearing at the end of the thing, Garrett instinctively drew his weapon, his firearm, and he hears this noise, and he just turns around and boom, fires. First time he's fired his weapon.
Yay.
Combat. An 8.
8 does not hit as you, in the dark, from your perspective, you're just blindly, you hear that voice, but miss as it goes ping, wildly in the street.
I have a question. Did Apollo have to do the blinding saving throw thing?
He doesn't need to do the save.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do that as well. Yeah, 8.
8 doesn't make it, so Apollo is also blind.
I just I call out. I just say, Apollo, get him! Apollo's going to attempt to attack it as well.
Yeah, it turns around.
To take a bite out of it.
Growl! Bite!
Disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to miss.
It misses as he tries to bite in. It is now Mr. Hanks' turn. Mr. Hanks, what would you like to do?
So I also heard him, and I know that Garrett is next to me, so I should, even though I'm blind, have some idea of where the position of this thing is.
Yeah.
And I would like to rage it up
Oh, yeah,
and
go for it.
spin and attack. I think I could only attack recklessly if I'm
Yeah.
blind.
You're going to have to step forward to do it, but yeah.
Step
go for it.
forward and say, "You son of a bitch! You killed her!" And swing away with my sweet, sweet...
killed a lot of people today.
Oh, just shut up. 18.
18 hits,
So that would be 10 damage.
10 points of damage. It cuts into him, but it doesn't seem to, you feel it kind of get repelled on its skin as it cuts in. It does some damage, but not as much as you'd like in that instance.
So I've hit it. So it now has disadvantage on any attack that's not against me. So against all of you, it should roll with disadvantage. And then you all also have resistance.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Wow.
It is Falorhana's turn. Falorhana, what would you like to do? You've just come up on the ground.
Panicking, I'll be still yelling for Tobin to run, as I will use Distant Whispers, which is level 1 spell, and I'll start humming a tune from my childhood, and he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save.
Yes.
That is a 22.
Okay, so damage is... so 5 damage.
5 damage. It deals some damage as he kind of hears the voice and then, yes, more.
Oh, okay. Kinky bastard.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's my action.
wonderful. It is its turn. Tobin can see that it kind of grapples onto the walls of a building and climbs up, 30 feet to the top of this building. It takes out its crossbow and aims directly for Garrett. It has advantage on this attack, but has disadvantage because of Mr. Hanks, so it's going to be neutral. That is a 17 to hit Garrett.
As that happens and this crossbow bolt, it shield as my reaction, which doesn't require sight. That's only when you are hit by an attack.
Very cool. Well done. I love it. And that is the end of its turn. Sight is returned to all of you in that instance.
Oh, he's gone.
Where'd it go?
Oh, God.
It is
He's up
Tobin's
there.
turn. Tobin, what would you like to do?
I want to take a close look at him. I kind of do an investigation to see what he looks like, if he's any different from last time.
Yeah, give me an investigation. Or an insight would probably be better.
16.
This fight is different.
Like he's using
From
a
what you
different kind of
understand,
magic.
yeah, he's using different tactics. He's in a different location, and he's even said something about, this isn't how it goes. And from your understanding in the insight of this, you can kind of connect to the fight beforehand, and it seemed to expect the things you did before you did it. And so in this fight, though, it does not. And it seems frustrated, and it's pulling out different abilities it hasn't had to use.
I'm going to, do something different. So I'm going to cover my eyes and wave my hand at him and say, Sluta Siden, to cast blindness
Go for it. Yeah.
on him.
Taste your own medicine.
Two can play this game.
It's a dex save,
No,
right?
it's a Constitution save of 13.
It got a 27.
Oh, it's very
It's very not blind.
Yeah.
constitutious.
That seems to shake it off.
Oh dear.
I look at him and I say, "Whoa, what are you doing to us? What's happening?"
Killing you. Oh. All right.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Gotta respect it. It's
Gotta
honest.
respect the hustle.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I grab for Lahana and I take some steps back.
Okay. Yeah, into like that little alcove.
Yeah, we take, I guess, yep. we're
Wonderful.
back. Down the street, away from the monster.
It is going to use its legendary action.
It's like 30 feet up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to shoot at Mr. Hanks. It loads another bolt. That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that's a definite hit.
Even with your shield?
Surprisingly, yes. You collect all the dice there that you're going to
You
throw?
need to borrow some of mine as well, Ben?
I bet this isn't going to hurt.
Those are
Yep,
D10s.
you'll be fine.
They're D10s. Saw them.
So the first is 8 points of piercing damage.
You're fine.
Isn't that halved?
That's halved to 4.
Because I'm raging for sure.
And an additional 25 points of lightning damage.
So have to...
No
because
halved.
it's not... Okay.
Yeah. I need you to do a constitution save as well.
Not great. 10.
As this arrow impacts on you, it just it shocks you to the level you've seen this kind of done at some level from Garrett up close when you see him kind of shock people. This is a more intense version of that.
I'm still up
Cool.
from the damage, yeah.
As you're still up, you are locked in place and you cannot speak, you cannot move, you are paralyzed completely. It is Garrett, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I, shake the blindness away, and I look down at Apollo. You okay, boy? And then look up, see this goddamn demon monster thing up there, and then hold up my pistol and take a shot.
Heck yeah.
There we go. That's a bit more like it. That's going to be a 16 to hit.
16 does not hit as it pings off of the armor of this creature.
Okay. So that happens. Damn it. And I take some steps back and I say, Mr. Hanks, you'll be okay. And
As he just can't move or respond.
I take a step back and I tell Apollo to come to me and help.
Paula rushes back to help you. It is Mr. Hanks' turn. Mr. Hanks, you cannot do anything. You can attempt the save one more time.
It's still a Constitution saving?
Yes.
That would be 12.
12. Unfortunately, you're still... Palarana, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh dear.
Your brother just pulled you off to the side of an alcove. This creature is climbed up this building next to you, 30 feet in the air.
We have to get out of here.
Yep. Start running. Running back with Tobin because we need to get the fuck away.
See ya.
You start dashing.
Bye.
You start with Tobin. Do you grab his hand for this, so you're pulling him half speed?
I'll be pulling them half speed.
So you can go you're just one movement if you use a dash to do that. You pull him 30 feet back.
I mean, we're already 15 feet, or about 20 feet away from it down the
so
road.
you pull him 50 total feet.
Yep. I will just be yelling "run"
Fair
as
enough.
grabbing him
As
and
you drag him.
rolling out.
Perfect. That's your full turn.
We're 50
It
feet
is
away now.
its turn as you can look back and you see as it lands in that kind of like superhero-like pose right next to Mr. Hanks.
cool.
And it attacks Mr. Hanks with its dagger.
Yeah, I bet
Because
you
it's
would.
attacking and you are paralyzed next to it within 5 feet of you with a melee attack, it deals a critical hit no matter what. So it's going to be double damage for this.
God damn.
18 halved to 9 points of damage and another Constitution saving throw.
21.
21, you make it, so you're only going to take half of this.
Oh,
damage
half of the damage?
of the poison. No, you take that, but you're going to take half of the damage I'm about to.
All right, I'm already down, so...
Oh yeah.
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 Okay,
Ooh.
we'll have to figure out if it's enough to fully. How far are you down? Minus points.
You gave me 9, so
Yeah.
I'm under 0. I'm 3 under.
3, and this is the same one attack, so it's all the same damage. So what's your max?
35.
That is. You take half, so you take 30 points of poison damage. Sorry, I had to do the math in my
Well,
head.
35, so that would be 34 altogether. So what is it's half of the max? Is that what it was?
It's the full if it's your whole,
I have
if you go beyond the
one
full
left,
down.
technically.
So you don't die in that instance as it stabs into you, and you are poisoned. It is Tobin's turn. Tobin, you're running off, and you see as it stabs into Mr. Hanks.
Oh God. How far is Lady Knight's shop from here?
Her shop is further back past the creature.
Damn it.
She
I'm
died
the
near
wrong
her
way.
shop. Yeah.
Okay.
House of Lathander. If God can't save us, who can?
I turn behind me and I cast Sova, sleep as a second level
Go for it.
on him. 27. If the creature has 27 hit points and it falls asleep.
27. The spell hits him. You see the arcane energy twist and go into the air, and then just pass right through him.
Well, it's worth a shot. Let's go. And I drag Falarhana
So you move half of your
half
speed
his
as
speed,
well.
another
Yeah.
15 feet.
Cool. Amazing. And it is actually, it's going to take a legendary action. This one's actually quite a simple one. It's going to make a second attack against Mr. Hanks. It's going to attack.
I'll
It's
remember
auto
that
crit.
for when it's time for you to die,
Oh, God.
you bastard.
Writing a lot of checks that you might not be able to cash me.
No, this one I'm taking straight to the bank.
That is
The blood bank.
22 points halved to you, Mr. Hanks. So that's minus 10. And I need to do another Constitution save as well.
18.
You're going to only take half again. 50 points halved to 25. So that is how much total?
So it was 18 first.
But it was halved.
So 9 plus 25
Yeah.
is 34.
Oh,
Yeah.
it keeps me. He's almost. That is another fail for you. So that's 2 fails for you. It is Mr. Squeak's turn. Mr. Squeak, I guess, is just with you.
He's just with me helping.
Garrett, it's your turn.
Garrett sees this happening, and he just looks down at Mr. Hanks, getting stabbed, squished by this thing.
Just repeatedly stabbed into Mr. Hanks.
Just in absolute horror seeing this, and he looks past and sees the other two running away, and he just kind of under his breath says, "I'm sorry, Mr. Hanks," and he casts Expeditious Retreat on himself.
Yeah.
And then that's what I do. I just turn around and $6 million man out of there.
Awesome.
I call after him. I say, "Apollo, come with me."
My question to you is, are you going to race down and then go down an alleyway, or are you just going to race straight down the road?
I mean, this is Garrett's home turf. He knows the alcoves, the alleyways. He probably ducks down and sneaks into behind a dumpster or something. He knows
Yeah.
he knows this area well.
It is Falarhana's turn. Falarhana, what would you like to do?
With Tobin using dash action as we're just trying to weave through alleyways and
Yeah.
everything to
Awesome.
get away.
Awesome. And then it is its turn.
Yep.
It's going to, again, it kind of pulls up the dagger that it has, and it looks at you. And you can't move, but you can see it as it's just looking at you. And in your head, it turns and it says, "Tom Hanks, every time you struggle, allow me to finish this for you." And he stabs into your heart. You die in that moment. Shit. You're out of combat. You've run far enough, and in opposite directions. Garrett running further into Lower Hallows, and you both running towards the Bright Gardens. What's your plan?
Hide.
You hide.
I wanna try to get to Lady Knight's shop.
we stick to only small alleys.
Absolutely. There are gonna be things in that shop that can help us. Maybe scrolls, potions, anything.
You make it towards that shop. Give me a perception check.
That's a 20 for me.
Oh, 12.
You can hear in the distance towards Bright Gardens chaos as you see Lady Knight's shop and the doors destroyed open. Give me an investigation check.
16.
You can tell that the door, the carnage exploded outward for this location. And you can see the shop is in ruins. There's the door in the back. It's open as well.
Does it look like the carnage starts from here?
No.
Okay.
It looks like something kind of exploded outward from here.
Could have been her doing self-defense. She saw something outside and...
What would you like to do?
Oh, I don't know.
Some
Let's just
stuff
go
like
through
that.
and raid. Let's
Yeah.
see if we can find any scrolls, potions.
Using the investigation that you had before, you find a few things here. First, that storeroom in the back. You see it's a very small closet, only has about room for maybe 10 potions or so, not much, just like a few items. Surprisingly little. You see a couple of scrolls. They seem just parchments, there's no spells written on them. And you would expect more in a shop like this. You would expect to, you run a shop where you sell things. There needs to be a storeroom. There's no storeroom. The door to the back has no storeroom.
Knocking on it, is it hollow, perchance?
You can't see anything hidden or any compartments or anything like that. You do also find the set of 2 books, the legit books that Mr. Hanks had found before, and the one written in code.
Well, we'll take the books.
We need to leave this town, Tobin.
Let's get out of here. I'll grab whatever potions are there.
As you're heading out with your arms full of supplies, kind of shaking from the battle, you just saw Mr. Hanks die in front of you, and you don't know if this was a dream foretold to you. And Garrett, you're hiding with Apollo, having run away, apologizing to Mr. Hanks in your final moments. As the sun crests over the sky and evening begins, you all see this flash of golden light, and there's a tremor. You wake up in your bed. Kalarhana, your husband looks at you. He's very excited. It's gonna be a good day today. I'm excited to see all the decorations that you've been working on. And we'll end it there for this session of What's My Role? Well, there you have it. The party is officially in a time loop. But how did they end up in there? Can they ever defeat the monster? And how can they leave this loop? Find out in the next episode of What's My Role? What's My Role is a proud member of the Arcane Focus Network. Don't forget to subscribe and rate us wherever podcasts are downloaded. It really does help. And be sure to tell your friends about What's My Role. See you next time.